Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another 5 watches that deserve far more attention than they typically receive. 5 timepieces that combine genuine character, honest craftsmanship, and remarkable value into packages that will outlast trends and outlive passing fads. From slim dress watches that bring old-world charm back to the modern wrist, to everyday automatics built with a toughness and spirit that collectors have celebrated for generations, this list covers serious ground. If you're searching for your next watch, or simply love discovering what mechanical horology can offer at every price point, you're in exactly the right place. Let's get into it. Number 5. Timex Marlin Automatic TW2T22700. The Timex Marlin Automatic TW2T22700 is a watch that carries genuine American heritage on its wrist and wears it with effortless, understated cool. The Marlin nameplate dates back to Timex's golden era of the 1960s, and this modern reissue honors that legacy faithfully while bringing it into the present with clean execution and thoughtful details. The 40mm stainless steel case is slim, round, and perfectly proportioned. This is a watch that disappears elegantly beneath a shirt cuff and reappears just as elegantly at a candlelit dinner table. The cream dial with printed numerals and sword hands speaks the visual language of vintage American watchmaking, and it does so without resorting to cheap imitation. What's particularly remarkable is what powers it. A genuine automatic movement visible through the exhibition case back. A feature rarely offered at this price point from any brand, let alone one with Timex's mainstream reputation. The domed acrylic crystal adds to the vintage personality, catching light with a warmth that sapphire simply cannot replicate. On the included leather strap, the Marlin wears like a piece of wearable nostalgia, one that suits weekend vintage markets, first dates, and casual Fridays in equal measure. For anyone who appreciates understated style and a little horological history without parting with serious money, the Marlin Automatic is one of the most charming propositions on the market today. The Timex Marlin Automatic TW2T22700 retails for approximately $179 USD. Number 4. Orient Bambino Version 5 RA-AK04S. The Orient Bambino Version 5 RA-AK04S is the kind of dress watch that makes you seriously question why anyone would spend significantly more for a comparable aesthetic. Orient has spent decades quietly perfecting the art of the affordable dress watch, and the Bambino version 5 represents that craft at its most refined. The curved case and matching curved dial create a graceful, domed profile that gives this watch a depth and three-dimensionality rarely seen below several $100s. The rich burgundy dial, with its sunburst finish that shifts between deep crimson and warm brown depending on the light, is genuinely beautiful. Framed by elegant Roman numerals and slender applied indices, Orient's in-house caliber F6724 movement powers the Bambino with hand-winding and hacking capability, giving you precise time-setting control that watch enthusiasts genuinely appreciate. The power reserve sits at a respectable 40 hours, and the exhibition case back invites you to watch the movement at work, a satisfying daily ritual. The 40.5mm case size threads the needle between vintage-inspired compactness and modern wearability, and on the included leather strap, it cuts a silhouette that would look entirely at home in a much higher price bracket. If a refined dress watch with genuine finishing quality and real mechanical soul is what you're after, the Bambino version 5 is one of the hobby's most celebrated budget recommendations for very good reason. The Orient Bambino version 5 RA-AK04S retails for approximately $130 USD. Number 3. Seiko 5 Sports Automatic SNZG15K1. The Seiko 5 Sports Automatic SNZG15K1 is a watch that cuts straight to the point, and in doing so, earns a place among the most honest value propositions in the entire watch world. The Seiko 5 lineage is legendary, a family of affordable automatics built on Seiko's core principles of reliability, readability, and everyday durability that has introduced more people to mechanical watchmaking than perhaps any other series in history. The SNZG15K1 carries that torch with a bold, sporty 42mm case, a high-contrast black dial loaded with luminous markers and hands, and a day-date complication displayed cleanly at the 3 o'clock position. The caliber 7S36 movement inside may not hand-wind or hack, but its decades-long track record of dependability is unimpeachable. This is a movement that simply runs, day after day, year after year, without complaint. The stainless steel bracelet is sturdy and well-fitted, and the overall package has a robustness and presence on the wrist that makes it feel purpose-built for everyday punishment. Water resistance is rated to 100 meters, giving it genuine versatility across almost any activity short of serious diving. What makes the SNZ G15K1 particularly special is its personality. This is a watch with an attitude, a watch that doesn't try to look like anything other than what it is, and that honesty is enormously appealing. Buy one, wear it hard, and it will simply keep delivering. The Seiko 5 Sports Automatic SNZ G15K1 retails for approximately $175 USD. Number 2. Citizen Eco Drive at BM757U80E. The Citizen Eco Drive at BM757U80E is what happens when engineering ambition meets practical, everyday wearability. And the result is one of the most quietly impressive watches at any price point. This is an atomic timekeeping watch. It receives radio signals from atomic clock transmitters worldwide to self-correct its accuracy to within a second every 100,000 years. Combined with Citizen's EcoDrive solar technology that charges from any light source and stores up to 6 months of power reserve in complete darkness, you have a watch that is, for all practical purposes, perfectly accurate and perpetually powered. The clean, professional dial layout presents this extraordinary technology without fuss. Slim hands, clear indices, a subtle date window, and a dial architecture that reads instantly in any light condition. The 40 mm stainless steel case is dressy enough for business environments yet robust enough for daily wear across any occasion. And at 100 meters of water resistance, it handles the rigors of real life without hesitation. What truly elevates the BM757U80E is the way it makes complexity feel effortless. You simply wear it, and it takes care of everything else. No winding, no battery changes, no time corrections. For anyone who values performance and dependability packaged in a watch that looks quietly authoritative on the wrist, this Citizen is a genuinely compelling argument. The Citizen EcoDrive at BM757U80E retails for approximately $295 USD. Number 1. Seiko Presage SRPB41J1. The Seiko Presage SRPB41J1 claims the top position on today's list, and it does so with a confidence that is completely earned. This is a watch that belongs in a different conversation entirely. A timepiece that transcends its price bracket so decisively that it stands as one of the most remarkable value achievements in modern watchmaking. The dial is the heart of this watch, and what a heart it is. Inspired by the Japanese art of enamel craftsmanship, it presents a richly layered, deeply luminous face with a texture and depth that changes character throughout the day as the light shifts around it. The applied Roman numerals sit with architectural precision against this backdrop, and the refined Dauphine hands sweep across the dial with a measured, graceful authority. The 40.15mm case is beautifully finished with alternating brushed and polished surfaces that communicate genuine attention and care. The kind of case finishing that watch brands typically reserve for watches costing 2 or 3 times as much. Powering it is Seiko's Caliber 4R35, offering both hand-winding and hacking for precise time setting with a solid 41-hour power reserve. The exhibition case back reveals the movement in full, and while the Caliber is not decorated to haute horlogerie standards, there is real satisfaction in watching those gears turn. Inside something this beautifully dressed, on the included brown leather strap, the SRPB 41J1 wears with a formal, distinguished elegance that makes it equally at home at a wedding, an important business presentation, or simply on a Tuesday when you want to feel like the day matters. This is a watch that rewards you every time you glance at your wrist. And at its price point, that is a genuinely extraordinary thing to be able to say. The Seiko Presage SRPB 41J1 retails for approximately $350 USD.